Hi people, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick in the command chair and we're loading up lunar crabs on the ZX Spectrum, originally for the 16K, but this is being emulated on the 48K, published by Micromega in 1983, which also gave us Death Chase, so I'm expecting something quite good from this era. It's a shooter. We are going to go straight in because there's no there's no menu screens, but you've landed on Saturn in a spaceship trying to collect precious minerals, and here we are landing on it, and as you can see, we've suddenly been attacked by lunar crabs. Oh no. So we must shoot these crabs because we must do, because that's man's gift to the universe. We blow up everything and just keep shooting to either they will die or we die, but they will just keep coming at us. So here we go. Basically the controls are left and right and shoot. The map will just keep scrolling round if you keep going left or keep going right. So, once again, I can tell this is going to be quite addictive. Here we go. Purple mountains, I don't know if they change, or magenta mountains. Things in the distance. Now, the strategy with this is, it's best to pick off these crabs at the side rather than caught in the middle, because they will fire quite a lot of green stuff at you. And it's unavoidable if you're right in the middle of the melee, and there's one or two at the same time. They do come at you in waves. If you're lucky enough to destroy the first wave, which I'm not sure I will be, they will come again in a more deadly wave. Quite well coded, this one. The movement of the aliens is unpredictable. I don't know what these precious minerals are, but we're on some moon of Saturn. It doesn't actually tell us which one. So write down below what moon of Saturn you think it is. Triton, is that moon of Saturn? Maybe it's that, or Titan. There's Triton and Titan, I get them mixed up. One's Jupiter and one's Saturn, I think. But anyway, we're destroying crabs. Have you ever had lunar crabs? Let me know. Maybe that's, you don't want to give away too much about yourself there. It's a yellow sort of like surface. I don't know if that's sulphur or sand, and I don't know what we're mining. Right, okay, so our lives are down the bottom there. We got 4, so we're not doing too badly here. You need to, curious enough, once you shot, if you move, the shot will move with you. Right, so just one left here to take down. It's space. Now already, as a kid, I know I would have absolutely loved this. It's quite basic gameplay, there's not much to it, but it's exciting. The aliens remind me a little bit of the spiders from Horace and the Spiders, which is another one of my favourite games. But yeah, this is a classic straight away. Didn't have this one as a kid, but I sure wish I did. Did you own this one? 16K originally, but being played on the 48K. Not sure what other systems it come out on. If you know it come out on the Commodore 64 or the Amstrad CPC, let me know. But I always say, it's the basic games that work the best, and this is pretty basic. There's our spaceship over there. Right, one left to go, I think. Right, let's weave in and out. Yay, bonus! So I'm pretty good at this game, and here's the next wave of deadly crabs. Oh god, getting a bit awkward now. I do know a poke for infinite lives, but I don't think it's needed because it's quite a gentle learning curve here. Once you learn how the enemies shoot at you, they're quite easy to avoid, unless, as I say, you get caught up in the melee or a load coming at you at the same time. Goes on forever, I think. There's no ending to this game, so it's going to end in death no matter what happens. The crabs are always red, to my knowledge. If you know different, let me know. But it's crabs. Do you know any other good crab games, space or otherwise? Let me know. This is the only one I can think of immediately, but I'm sure with the thousands available, there'll be one of you that can think of some crab game. I look forward to reading it. I don't know if this came out on the Amiga or anything else. It could be just a one-off, but 1983, my favourite era of gaming. It's 8-bit glory. Hooray! I think this may do well. I always have to sit and think about it, but I think this may do well in the top 6 roundup, which will happen on Monday. Yes, another 2 weeks has gone round really super quick. Right, come on, come on. It's one of those games you could play with a friend, although it is one player, but you'll take it in turns to see who can get the highest score. 2 lives left, 360. It's amazing how much you can add to a game as a kid with your imagination. You probably knew the name of the spaceship, you knew the name of the planet, you knew the name of these crabs, who they belong to, and everything. There's no ender level bosses on this one, it is just the crabs. If it had been remade today, there will be ender level bosses and all sorts of weapon upgrades and stuff. Actually, now I've just said that, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Lunar Crabs 2018. Or whatever year it is now. If you're watching this, you might be watching this 10 years afterwards. So Lunar Crabs 2028. Just adjust that last bit for what year you're in. And if you're in a year before when I've recorded it, I'm not quite sure how that's working. But Lunar Crabs 1832. Boom! Another bonus and we're off again. So what Saturn moon has magenta mountains? None of them to my knowledge. It's quite bright here. If it had been on the Commodore 64 we'd have a bit of a... Oh man, see, that's what I mean. If it had been on the Commodore 64 we'd have a bit of a duller palette. But yeah, that's what I mean there. If you get caught within the fire with loads of them, that's it. It's good night. This was the old Star Trek. This would be the sort of planet that the guys in the red tops would beam down to and very quickly get killed, and then Kirk will say we don't really need to explore this planet, and then he'll go away and kiss some alien woman probably. And there was never a funeral for those guys in the red tops. They were just instantly forgotten. Very few of them, if any of them, actually had names at all. So if you was on the old Starship Enterprise in a red top, you wouldn't have a long career. Don't worry about your pension. But the new Star Trek Next Generation, if you had a red top on, you were doing stuff. You were a captain or you was big, and when you beamed down to the planet, often you didn't die. So it's all about being born in the right era. And if you're a red crab, well, a spaceship might fly down from Earth and blow you up, but it's your fault for attacking in the first place. All we want is all your precious minerals. Maybe the crabs need those to survive, but I'm just going on a leap of fantasy here, as I often do. Right, where's my nurse? The sounds of the thing shooting are okay. They don't sound much like a gun, but it's Spectrum classic stuff. The explosion when you hit a crab is nice. It is quite satisfying when you hit a crab. Don't hit crabs in real life, folks. Boodoo. Right. I do like that sound. I wouldn't have it for my ringtone on my phone though. Doo-doo. Right, 2 left is there? There's always one more hiding in the background that I haven't accounted for. Come on. Yay! So do check out Death Chase, or 3D Death Chase, by Micromega as well. I think it's by Micromega. The sounds are quite similar here. And they have, although it's a speeder bike in essence going forward, it does feel a little bit like this. If this went forward, this would feel a bit like Death Chase. Right, come on. 5 lives left. I'm doing great here. No smart bomb. Yes, taking them out in the distance. So they can go variable distance. They zoom in and out, left and right. Good, good, good. This is screaming out for a remake, I think. 8-bit or otherwise. Maybe someone on the Spectrum Next will have a go. Or maybe someone with knowledge of modern day programming will give it a shot and go for Lunar Crabs 2. Or Lunar Crabs the new batch or something. If you're one of those people, let me know. Kaboom! Oh man. Kasplat. The explosion goes through a series of colours when it hits you. So there's a higher pitch explosion noise when it hits your gun turret than it hits the crabs. They don't go for the same one, which is quite nice. Right, I've been playing this game. How long have I been playing it for? Time seems to go quick, and that's always a good sign. I thought I'd only been playing about 2 or 3 minutes, but it looks like I've been playing it around about 8 or so minutes. Always have a clock next to me just in case I go on too long, because I am prone to waffle around a bit. And this is one of those games where it's good to see, but watching it for half an hour is a bit too much of a challenge, because we've seen pretty much all the gameplay within a minute, as quite often you do on these early games. No DLCs for this or any updates to load. You just put it in, wait for it to load, hopefully don't get a tape loading error, and you play it for a bit until your computer gets too hot, and then you play something else. Good, good. Now, I played much more games now as an adult than I ever did back in the day as a kid, which is great. I never thought that would happen. Right, okay. Whoops. The power of the internet, you've got to love it. Scroll's okay, it's not flickery at all, is it? It holds together quite well. High score 520 from last time, can we beat that? Not sure if you get more points if the crab's in the distance. They haven't destroyed my rocket, that's good. I presume that is my rocket, not theirs. Perhaps they're not from the planet at all, they've come from somewhere else. Right, where are you? Come out, wherever you are. Come on, Krabby. There he is. Oh, he's got a friend as well. Where did that second one turn up from? Come on, these could be face huggers from Aliens, but they're not. Oh man, I don't think there's ever a film called Lunar Crabs, is there? There might have been now. It's a sort of name where there might have been an 80s B movie called Lunar Crabs. Boof, one left. Definitely one left now. Yes. Oh, come on. They seem to be less prone to shoot if they're in the distance. 500, so just 20 more points. 10 more points, and then we've got the high score. We're level with the high score. Yay, the high score is beaten. In your face, Nick from earlier on. He was rubbish. Kaboom. Right, okay, so we're really zipping through these. As I suspected, the crabs are staying red all the way through. Man. Crabs can only move sideways, I thought, but they're coming forward here with great aplomb. Crabs on Saturn obviously work in a little bit of a different way to crabs on Earth. They fire green guns at you, and they're a little bit quicker. It might be a little bit like that film Zulu, where they shot lots and lots of Zulus in that fort, but they kept coming at them with great numbers that it was quite inevitable that the garrison would get overrun eventually and they'd all die. So this is Zulu, but with lunar crabs. Yeah. Michael Caine's not in this one. Good job as well. He would have said a few choice words if a lunar crab turned up in Zulu. Yeah, do watch that film if you haven't already. It might be available on Netflix if you have that or something, or it might be available on YouTube, who knows. Right, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off and all the crabs. He didn't say that line in Zulu, that was another one. The Italian jobby, or job. Right, one left again, then it's the next round. Then it's just more increased chaos. The crabs only attack from the front, they attack from the rear as well. That would be extra dangerous, we have to flick round. So just 3 keys here, and that's all the controls you ever need. Smash the score now, but as you can see, you can go into 5 digits in the scores. So someone quite good at this, or let's put it a different way, obsessed, could be playing this for quite some time. That kid, he must have been mental. But anyway, it's all good 8-bit fun. You can't replace nostalgia, you can't replace good memories. Or maybe you can if you're in the Matrix with those special implant things. And that's game over. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. I really enjoyed it. A great game, great graphics, and very addictive. That was Lunar Crabs on the ZX Spectrum, published by Micromega in 1983. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro or crabs, then please put that below. What have I done asking for that? A huge thanks to everyone that subscribed so far, helping the channel grow. That's a huge help. If you want to help a bit more, it's patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help, and I'm working towards making that site a bit more active than I have done, so thank you. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.